The next direction of our work is our X-Game project. My name is Oleg Glazerin. I am X-Game project's team lead. I'm going to tell you about this online game based on the Cryptaur ecosystem. The gaming industry is a very competitive environment where a lot of new games come out every day, and players would like to know what are the unique features of our game. The first feature is the play-to-earn concept. In our game, real cryptocurrency is used as in-game currency. Players can make money by playing the game. I will tell you more about it later. The second feature of our game is that it is based on the Cryptaur ecosystem. For this ecosystem, CPT cryptocurrency was created. In our game, this cryptocurrency is used as in-game currency. That is, there are no crystals or gold coins in our game. Instead, players use CPTs to interact with other players. For example, one player may sell an in-game object to another player. Further, our game is a genetic simulator. It means that the player can grow creatures, crossbreed them, can take care of them, and make genetic modifications of a creature. Players can inject new genes into their creatures and so on. There is a whole laboratory in our game where the player can work on improving their creatures. But you may ask, why do we need to make new creatures? What's the idea? X-Game was conceived as a platform on which other games or mini-games can be created. What does it mean? Our team is now developing the single mode of playing in which players can improve their creatures and then, for example, sell them to others. If they don't want to sell, they can play with the creature in different games. What does it mean? It means that while our team does its work, another team can in parallel be working on developing the battle mode. The big idea is that two players can grow their creatures with particular genetic code characteristics, such as strength, dexterity, and so forth. Then the resulting creatures can fight in battle mode, while players can make bets. For example, this can be done if a player is confident that their creature is stronger, or can win in battle mode simply because the player himself is confident of their superior playing skills. It is thus possible to win real CPT tokens. The other team is currently developing a mod for Minecraft, and there our creatures will play a different role. They will not fight each other, but they will run in this Minecraft mode. And in this case, the key role will be related to other characteristics built into that creature's genetic code. There, strength and agility will be less important, while intelligence will play a bigger role. When we were starting to develop the game, we used Mendel's laws as the basis. That is, the genetic structure of the creatures and processes that occur in them at the genetic level must conform as much as possible to Mendel's laws. Therefore, the characteristics of each creature in our game are determined by a set of genes. There are phenotypic and functional genes. Genes define traits, recessive or dominant. This is a small example of how sophisticated everything is, if we want to reflect Mendel's laws in the genetic code of a creature in the game as realistically as possible. What are the other features of our game? A player can sell genes and generally any in-game objects. Our game has an auction where players can make bets. Our game also has a chat where one player can message another player and offer to buy a creature, a gene or any other in-game object at a negotiated price. Why buy genes? Because players can embed them into creatures in the laboratory where breeding occurs to modify their characteristics and thus influence the game. And finally, the game has a news section. It will contain relevant news.
Ну и последнее, я упомяну, какие еще штуки есть в нашей игре. У нас реализован блок новостей. Там могут быть достаточно интересные новости.
So the project is very interesting. Let me remind you once again that our big idea is to create an environment in which players not only play, but can also earn money. Well, Oleg is very passionate about his work. We could see how much he lives his work and knows what he is doing. He is a genuine representative of the millennials generation, who can so quickly grasp everything they are interested in. One of our lines of development within X Game is a new mod for Minecraft. This is a game for kids who can construct various situations and thus learn what life is about. It is a bit childish, but our mod allows players to get a completely different result in this game. Our conceptual position is, in fact, a revolutionary step forward. We promote fair blockchain games. This fairness led us to developing a new game format. We call this format play to earn, play fair, and earn honestly. Play to earn has not been implemented by anyone yet, due to the lack of required prerequisites. Above all, the lack of a suitable financial institution that could finance this area and be ready to process the in-game economy. There has not been the required environment in place, ready to accept in-game tokens or skins, or that internal game logic that allows you to build relationships within the game, and to create a real income building on this relationship. There has not been such a solution as yet, and only X Game makes it possible to implement such a solution today. Only X Game, based on the technology of gene traits and Mendel's laws, allows to create the required game preconditions. The preconditions required to speed up all the processes in the game. That is what gives us an opportunity to create new creature with certain features in the game. A creature with certain gene heritage, based on our science and laid down in a smart contract. We created 131 basic genes. We developed the conditions under which the laws of genetics work in our game. Our smart contracts work in accordance with these laws, and this can't be changed by anyone, because they all are published on GitHub. and because each transaction is written on the Cryptaur blockchain. And now, let's take a look. This is one of the models in our game. Wow, finally she came to life.
Да, наконец-то она ожила. Итак, мы делали настоящую жизнь для этой нашей девочки с планеты КС. Видите, что происходит?
You see what is happening. There is a 3D model, it has inherited traits, and they can be transmitted. There are many of them, because we created the basic genes. Eye color, model quality, its ability to move, height, leg length, eye size and various other attributes are genetically transmitted. They can be inherited in accordance with the genetic characteristics as per Mendel's laws. And now I'd like to show you how these creatures come to life and what happens in our creature laboratory called bestiary. We see various creatures that can be crossbred. The owners of these creatures place them in the bestiary. They can undergo the crossbreeding procedure here. Also, each of these models has its price. This price is determined by either the owner or the market. Two models are selected and put into the laboratory. And then we can crossbreed them. We can catch a model in the wild under certain conditions, tame it, make it our avatar, and we can do a lot of other things, including playing team games, where we can compete in large venues, like the one at Wembley that I showed you earlier. So, this is the evolution of gaming, allowing us to talk about a new and absolutely unique method, P2E, play to earn. That is, play fair and earn honestly. And now I want to show you some designs of clothes and hairstyles for our heroes. All this will be for sale on the game's marketplace and will create conditions for numerous sports and arts events as well as for combat encounters. And this is our X game, which will soon be available to all of us. I'm giving you the game's link and QR code. You can scan it and get to the game's website to get registered and join the community of the first beta version users. Thus, you can try out this game and see all of its characteristics, as well as to tell your friends and family about it, to make this game part of our new decentralized economy. The next advantage of our economy is our financial company, our modern online banking facility.
финансовая компания, это тот же современный онлайн-банк, это по сути
This is a new financial institution that already exists in our decentralized economy and has a large number of users.
огромное количество пользователей, которые, в принципе, чувствуют себя с учетом сервиса, предоставленным данным финансовым
So,
как
I present to you
граждане, имеющие
Yaroslav
кредитную
Kompan.
карту, кредитную историю или банковский счет.
He is CEO of Fintech United Group, and he will talk to you about what our bank is today.
И также Fintech Team Lead, который расскажет о том, что такое на сегодняшний день наш банк Fintech United Group.
Good afternoon, Dmitry. Greetings, crypto community. My name is Yaroslav Kompan. I am the financial director of Crypto, as well as the CEO of Fintech United Group, the bank of our decentralized economy. I am glad to take part in this webinar, and I will briefly talk about what we achieved in 2018 and what plans we have for the near future. This year, Fintech United Group achieved remarkable results. Today we have about 5,000 active users, and this is despite the fact that we didn't even start an advertising campaign yet. We owe this achievement to our community, and I'm very grateful to you for this. This shows that we are going in the right direction. Our services are popular, convenient, and they perform exactly the functions that we wanted. Over 9 months of this year, we managed to achieve a 20% monthly increase in our turnover, reaching 1.7 million euro. This is the best indicator that we are going and growing in the right direction. And today I wanted to tell you about our new product developed for all participants of our decentralized economy. We have been working on it for a long time, and today we are ready to present it. This is the world's first online crypto exchange point for exchanging CPT tokens. With this service, you can buy CPTs in a matter of minutes, without any fees. And we are sure that such a tool will ensure the growth of CPT price and its liquidity in our economy. Before we introduced this tool, users had to register at cryptocurrency exchanges to buy CPTs. This process has been slow and complicated. I'm sure many of you experienced this, because the exchange requires huge amounts of documents. And they put extremely low limits on deposits and withdrawals, and that greatly complicates their use. And because of all this, for many of you, exchanges are not the best option. And since the main crypto's goal is the fight against middlemen, we have developed a new product that removes the need to pay incomprehensible fees to exchanges, intermediaries, and brokers. Now you have your own tool in our economy. Using Crypto Exchange Point is very simple. All you have to do is choose a currency you want to pay with. For your convenience, there are several ones to choose from. Even if your card is issued by a bank which doesn't support these currencies, that's okay. Because during the transaction, the amount will automatically be converted, so you can use a card of any bank and in any currency. We believe that in the future, CPT as a payment instrument will be able to replace such outdated services as Western Union, MoneyGram, and so on. These are the services people use to send money to other countries or cities, to their friends and relatives, but these services take huge commissions of up to 26%. This is literally a quarter of the amount that you send, while CPT transfers are completely free and take only a few minutes. If you use traditional services, you need to go to an office, wait in a queue, and fill out papers. The transfer itself can take up to a week. But if you use CPT instead, you just send funds, and in less than a minute the recipient sees them in their wallet. You don't need to go to a bank, you don't need to check whether a company has an office in the city or country where you send the money. You only need the receiver to have a CPT wallet, internet access, and a mobile phone or a computer. In addition to the crypto exchange point, our team is actively working on updating the Fintech United Group website. You will be able to see the results of our work in just a few weeks. As soon as we finish updates, we'll launch a global marketing campaign. It is designed to attract new users to our decentralized economy to increase its liquidity and scale. In a few months, we plan to release a new module for our bank. We have been working on it already for some time, so I really hope that we will be able to show it very soon. This module will enable users to buy top cryptocurrencies right from within Fintech United, be it Litecoin, Ether, Ripple or CPT. Because, as I said earlier, today we still have to use exchanges for trading cryptocurrencies, and those exchanges are not so easily accessible to everyone, are quite complex, and charge significant fees. To use exchanges, a user requires trading skills. Our module will allow you to buy and sell cryptocurrencies directly from your personal account. You won't need to think about how to withdraw or transfer your money, because everything will be in the same account, both banking services and a cryptocurrency exchange. And now, let me tell you about our last development of great significance. Today, we can use about 24 currencies in Fintech United Group, but we understand that most of you, crypto investors, live in Vietnam. Therefore, we are pleased to announce that in just a few months, we will be able to add another currency to our portfolio, and this will be the Vietnamese dong. Recently, we created Fintech United Group's community on Facebook and other social networks, where you can always read the latest news, find out what we are doing and get notified when we launch new services. I would be glad if you subscribe to our news. Also, we are regularly publishing exclusive articles by a well-known professor from Edinburgh Business School for those of you who want to invest and increase your capital. He is writing about investments in the capital market. Thus, while giving you fintech as an investment tool, we also provide you with appropriate knowledge. So we want to give you everything you need in order to make successful investments and increase your capital. Thank you very much indeed for your attention. Thank you, Yaroslav, for an excellent presentation. We all know how difficult it is to build such a financial instrument as a bank and obtain a global license. We have the same license as such financial industry giants as Apple Pay or PayPal. It means that our bank is governed by the right management. And I would like to add a few more words about this useful cryptocurrency exchange solution, the crypto exchange point. Essentially, you can now have a cryptocurrency exchange of your own. This exchange can be installed on your phone or a device that prints fiscal receipts. You can even accept card payments using that device. You can also prove to everyone that transfer through CPT is indeed the most affordable way to move money, and it's 100% reliable. A simple and convenient interface, an almost instant transfer of any number of CPTs. Let's have a look at the next slide. Quite obviously, the CPT token wins in terms of commissions charged, speed, transfer limits, and the very possibility to transfer online. And of course, by the ability to transfer value to any part of the world, it also beats MoneyGram and Western Union. This is a completely new solution, backed by the license of Fintech United Group. This license has a lot of know-how in it. Without violating any regulation, we are giving new opportunities to users of our new decentralized economy. The opportunities that no other project using blockchain and decentralized applications currently can offer. That's why I recommend that you visit Fintech United Group website right now, fill out the registration form, and become the user who is in complete control of their funds. I suppose that it's the diversity of our interests and the new approach to promotion that give us our advantages and the prospect of growth. And all these undertakings, as soon as they reach their full capacity by the end of the year, will trigger an explosive rise of interest towards our project. And this interest will cause the growth of our crypto economics and the value of our token.
Криптоэкономики, рост нашего токена.